Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So guys, today I decided to give you a different video. I have a guest here with me today, and we are kind of on a question and answer segment today, and he's my director. He's going to introduce himself. So he's going to ask me questions and I'm going to answer, and his questions are based on what the viewers, my viewers, actually think, or what they will want to know about me, or maybe generally about my videos or about my channel. So welcome back to my channel. And as I introduce
So, I'm Raph or Dr. Raph. Yeah, sitawatuma kwa YouTube channel sina.
ako nayo.
Okay, just Dr. Raph. If you want to go, just go to Dr. Raph, get a feel of the medical stuff and all that. Yeah. So today nimeamua kujoin mwenzangu hapo hivi tujadiliane kidogo. Yes. So nianza tu kukubombadi na maswali.
Anza kwenye utaanzia. I don't know.
So, yeah, basically okay, I don't know much about your channel and all, but videos zenye nimewatch so far nimepata feel unaongelea juu ya crime stories. Yeah, it's kama kina Michelle Blair, Onyancha and the Little Monsters and everything. So it made me ask, why are you really passionate about these crime stories?
Okay, for me, I'm passionate about them, mostly the ones that affect kids. I'm passionate about them because I want my viewers to be able to understand that there are very different people out here. Even when we hire our nannies, we hire people to look after our kids, you know, there are people who are evil. So you have to really check out on who you are leaving your kids with. There are also, like the Michelle Blair story, this is a mother. So she's actually doing what? She's actually hurting her kids, not another person doing that. So it is because she was sexually abused, or something wrong happened when she was growing up, which is sexual abuse. So it's kind of a learning, being educative, and like telling my fellow parents, because I'm a parent also. Sitasema ni watoto wangapi juu sihesabingi watoto bado nazaa. So I want them to learn to educate themselves, to know how to raise their children. It's not that I'm perfect kwa kuraise watoto. I'm also learning, because hakuna manual ya kulea. Unalea tu, Mungu anakusaidia kwenye uwezi. But now kuna zile vitu zenye you try as hard as you can to avoid them, like raise your kids well, be there for your children, try so hard vitu mbaya siwapenia wakiwa wadogo, so that when they grow up they don't become a nuisance to the society. They become people who are acceptable, not people who are actually struggling to be accepted in the society. Because when your child turns out into something, the society kind of repels the person. They don't want them because of the kind of things they are doing. So it's kind of just being educative. Yeah.
Perfect. Mimi nimetosheka. I hope nyinyi pia mmetosheka na ile jibu. Because watu wamekuwa wakiuliza.
Yeah.
So basically ukiangalia so far videos zenye ushafanya on YouTube, mostly umeongelea juu ya international stories, like international characters from abroad. So
they are, in terms of educativeness, because now we are learning. For me, kupeana hizi stories, it's not like I'm not giving you stories, I'm giving you lessons, things that we can learn from the things that are happening around the world. If a white person ama someone abroad who anafanya kitu, we are all human. It can also happen to our country. It can also happen kwa, like the Onyancha story. He is a serial killer, but we cannot kind of just point out many serial killers in Africa the way we count them worldwide or maybe abroad. But now the fact that kuna an Onyancha in Kenya, it means others can come up. So ile kitu tunaweza jaribu ni for us people who are giving birth, people who have kids that they are still raising, to learn venye tunaraise watoto, to reduce easy issues of serial killings, yani people turning out to be evil. So for me, it's educativeness of any fact ya ku learn. It's not fact ya hii story ili happen wapi. It's about what do you learn from this story. ni nini umepick from hii story. Mimi siwapati story ati mko hapo mnasikiza story mwende kushanga. Mko hapo ulani story, uende uangalie kama the James Balga thing or story, you understand that this is a kid, a 2-year-old kid. Can you imagine mtoto wako wa 2 years akifanywa hizo vitu zote? So it teaches us to be keen ukitoka pale nje na mtoto. To be keen, kuna watoto hapa nje who are evil, not because of their fault, maybe because venye wamereziwa, ama maybe because of what happened to. Uwezi jua mbona mtu ako venye yako. All you can do is angalia leni yako, lea mtoto wako, chunga mtoto wako ukitoka pale nje, because you don't know who is following you, you don't know who is looking at you, you don't know what can happen. Because the moment yenye lichukua James Balga kutoka kwa hiyo mall na kwenda kuliwa, it took only 4 minutes. 4 minutes was enough for this child to go through hell. So it's just learning. Yeah.
Maswali ni mengi. Uko sure uko prepared?
I'm prepared.
Tumefika ni question 2 peke yake. Nimeunda kama question 10 hivi.
Weka 50. 10 tu.
So, question number 3. What is your story? Like regarding crime?
For me, story yangu ya crime, sina story ya crime personally, like crime mtu kuliwa ama kurepiwa ama sijui kufanywa nini, but mi niko na story yangu as a personally I have, which I will give you one day. And
baka 20 bob.
Sorry?
Baka 20 bob.
But sikuuliwa. But yani mimi personally kuna vitu mob nimepitia, nimekuja kunotice that kuna watu wabaya, people are bad. The fact that unatembea na mtu ama uko kwa life ya mtu ama maybe mtu anakujua, it's not a guarantee mtu atakuwa mzuri kwako, you know. So nimelearn vitu mingi, as much as easy crime unapata mtu aliuliwa, mtu alikidnapiwa, mtu sijui alifanywa nini. My story is doesn't go that direction, but go through things to understand that people are evil. People are not out here to make you to you know, expectations zako. Yani venye mimi sasa hivi niko na wewe, si expect unifanye kitu mbaya. But sasa my mistake ni ku-expect, because hakuna mali ni promise utani treat vizuri. So for me to expect, just for the simple fact that you're my friend, I expect good from you, and you did not promise me any good. So it is at the end of the day ni fault yangu, because I'm expecting too much, which you did. Ni kama ukuwe na birthday, alafu hiyo siku ukasirike sijakuletea gari, asifu nilikwambia nitakuletea, just because you are my friend, or just because you know maybe niko na ability ya kubai kitu fulani, you feel like Silinda anaweza niletea hii, alafu mimi natoka huko na notebook kama present, and you're like, really? Socks, belt, kofia. Alafu you are like unakasirika, kwani mimi nilikuwa nimeenda kubaia kitu mzuri? Unaona? So you're expecting. Yeah, for me, by the way, I've expected so much from people, just because I'm related to them, or just because they're my friend, or just because I did good to them. So na expect, nimekaa tu, yani hata sikufuati, ni kama sama YouTube channel na ku expect to subscribe. Unaona? Just because I'm your friend. But kwako uoni reason. So unaona, in expectations zangu zinaniumiza, not you. Wewe si mbaya, you're just doing you. When I expect you to do me, which you are not me. Yeah.
Expectations zinaleta disappointment.
Mob, kwa hii life. Expect from yourself. For me, like zile vitu nimeri, because actually crime videos nimekuwa nikizi watch, not kumake videos, it's been, hata nikianza video YouTube yangu, it was not about crime, it was just life in general. But ikafika hapo nikasema hizi stories I have to share with my fellow Kenyans, because najua kuna watu yuko interested with such things. Because for me, kuna videos zingine ama stories zingine ni affect, like nightmares, literally. Yeah, like siwezi enda usiku kuanua nguo, I'm scared, because guy stories zingine just I can't go out there alone, ama nisikie mtu ana knock, nifungue nipate hakuna mtu, nitaenda kulala saa 1 na nalalanga saa 8, because I'm scared. So
hata kwa bed unaangalia chini ya bed kwanza kama kuna mtu ndio.
Najua sasa niko na mtu, so I feel your security. If I was alone ingekuwa mbaya. By the seriously ni mbaya. So for me nimekuja kulearn that our serial killers they are not born serial killers. Ni zile vitu zinawafanyikia as they grow. Like the Onyancha story, you saw that he was sexually abused akiwa mdogo. According to him, nobody knows. Yeye ndiye anajua. Because not even his parents walisema kama that happened. No, the person mwenye alimfanyia pia kuna mali ameoneshwa. So you will not know if it was actually true. But according to him, he was sexually abused akiwa mdogo. And it kind of gave him a different perspective of women. Because it was a woman who sexually abused him. So aligrow na very, yani, sijui niseme ni interrupted sexual, nitasema aje, knowledge, yani, sexuality yake ilikuwa interrupted with. So, na mtu kama kina Ted Bundy, you know, it's just, zile vitu zimewafanyikia tu akiwa wadogo. Like, actually, nimesikia, the people wenye wamereziwa na single mothers that are domineering. Wale, yani yule mtu mwenye anakudomisa unaelewa, they turn out to be not really serial killers, wanaending up kukuwa na problem. And another one, unapata mtoi ana bedwet after 16, mostly after 16 years, bado akuna issue ya bedwetting, bado ako, yani hiyo tu bedwetting issue, for me si kuichukua as that much of something to look at kwa mtoto. But it's also an aspect to look at. Aspect ingine ni mtoto mwenye ana hat animals. Kitu kama pets. You know, hizi pets tuna keep at home. Unapata mtu hii maybe unampata ananyonga, anachuna, anarusha. Vitu kama hizo, some of these people turn out to be something else when they grow up. And people who are very brilliant in school, wairevu sana, wairevu kabisa shule, wairevu, but this person ni mwerevu, but mtiani hapiti. Ni mwerevu ile excess. Yani, I think we will understanding your aspect ukiwa mwerevu sana and then you trust in yourself too much, alafu una fail.
Hata the correct answer unaanza kuinini kwa exam.
Juu unajua sana kuliko mwenye alikupea question. And then unapata these people hawaendangi for professional jobs. Like niende shule nataka nitoke nikuwe daktari, nataka nitoke nikuwe pilot. No. Wanaikindea tu kazi weird. Kazi zenye anaweza pata anywhere. You know, like Onyancha alienda kakwa a G4S watchman. This is a person mwenye anaweza work anywhere. G4S iko all over the country. So anaweza work anywhere. Na ni kazi yenye akitoka atapata ingine. But professionally wewe kama you, the doctor that you are, you cannot wake up, uache, uende ingine. Nona? But nani?
Isi unaona anafanya kumarisha kama ni kwa example na fit kwa hiyo profile.
Hapana, sisemi hivyo. Yani
That's exactly what you're doing.
No, unajua it has the workers unafanya siezi do. The technicalities hapo ndani. That's why I'm with you. So, huu ni mtu mwenye hata mimi sasa nikiabwa kwa G4S nitakuwa because it doesn't need much. Wewe uko na ID? Unaweza tu beba rungu. Na hata sijui rungu.
Hatujadharau G4S. Great job.
No, kazi ni kazi. We're just trying to explain. Yeah.
So, do you think like parents have the responsibility to curb crime rates at an early age?
Yes, they have. Kwanza wako na very nitasema aje, a big role to play because ukishaona mtoto wako ako in a certain way, unaweza msaidia by kumrehabilitate, unaweza tafuta counselors, unaweza tafuta nini, just trying to help hao watoto. Kama the Michelle Blair story, but they will upload that story. This lady angeona wakati alianza kukua hizi vitu zilikuwa reported kwake, we don't know if it was true or it was a lie, but angetafuta professional help, not really kunini kuanza kuhatu watoto because maybe hata ilikuwa uongo. Hata I'm sure hata yeye mwenyewe ajui uongo ama ni ukweli ya the whole story, but yeye ilimset off because of what happened to her. Ingekuwa mamake alimsaidia by kumsikiza na kumsaidia get through what happened to her, maybe pia yeye angelearn to take care of your issue in another way, not actually hurting the kids. So parents wako na big role because before kids go to school wako na sisi Sisi ndo tunawanacha wafike point yenye tuwafikishe point ya kudetach from us going to school. And hata wakiwa pale shule, you want to know what happens in school, nini inafanyika huko, are you okay, you know, trying to learn maisha ya mtoto wako. Yeah, in short, just know mtoto wangu ako hivi, hayuko hivi. Ndio hata ikifika point yenye mtu anakuja na kuambia mtoto wako amefanya kitu fulani, you have the strength ya kusema no, mtoto wangu hawezi fanya hivi, because wewe umemlea na unamjua.
Hurt people. Like if you've been hurt, you might end up hurting people. Other people. Yeah. What are your thoughts about it?
That's very true, because personally mimi nimekuwa hurt like 1,000,000%, but siwezi chukua hata wale watu wameni hurt, siwezi anza kuwaonyesha by the way unajua ulinifanyia hivi, but kwa hati yangu mimi najua mali nimewaweka na najua siwezi relate nao, kuna style fulani hatuwezi fikishana, because ninajua I can't get close to you because I don't know utanitreat aje, because it's like once bitten twice shy. Like wewe ni rafiki yangu but najua mali tumefikishana, kuna boundaries. Unaona? So when people were hurt, unapata mtu amefanywa kitu fulani, so ana feel like haizi feel hiyo pain peke yake. Unaona? It's like the people wenye wanakuanga infected na AIDS, whereby unapata mtu ameinfectiwa na mtu, si eti yeye amekuwa na misbehave, amepata tu mali amekaa, so anafilio ajia I'll do the same to others. There's no way nitaumia peke yangu with something I didn't go looking for. So it's like hiyo pain which nazambia mtu usikue na hiyo pain ya hurt another person just because ulikuwa hurt. Just una hurt yourself in the process, because huyu mtu hata ukimhatia ajui mbona unamhurt. Wewe ndio unajua the deep seated pain in you. So work on it. Fanya zile vitu zinakufurahisha. Wale watu wenye wakufurahishi watoe kwa life yako. Like sila tutakufa, na tukikufa kila mtu anazikwa peke yake. There's no mass graves. Hata kama ni mass grave, soul yako ni yako peke yako. Utaenda nayo peke yake. So jipende, work on what your problem is. Let those people wenye wana make life yako ufeel vibaya, ufeel more hurt, wa eliminate from your life, because hii life ni short. Let's be happy. Hata mimi sijui kantamka kesho, na I'm not going to live with people who are making me hurt. Yeah. Sure. Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah.
So some of your stories point to the fact that these people get mentally disturbed to the extent they start maybe doing those atrocities to other people. So do you think mental health education is paramount in such settings, or even in our like in a family setting? Do you think mental health education is like crucial, so that to prevent maybe these people from turning out to be serial killers and committing other types of crimes?
It is crucial, very much crucial, but kabla tufike place yenye unaenda sijui kusaidiwa mentally, ama sijui kuweka rehabilitation centers za watu wako na issues za mentally, it starts to where you are. Family yako, wazazi, let's take care of our children. Let's know what our children are going through. Kama mtoto wako unaona amekaa mahali anakani kama achezi na wengine, ako isolated, ako nini, try to find out ni nini mbaya na mtoto wangu, because whatever is happening to this child it endelea like accumulate. The moment you are not finding out, in accumulate, itafika mahali hata rehabilitation will not help, because ako so much damage. Because mental is not something nitakuangalia hivi ndio mentally disturbed. Unaona? So wewe as a mother, mimi hata siongee kuhusu fathers, as a mother, angalia mtoto wako. And if need be, avoid maids. Hujui ni nini wanafanyia watoto wako. Jua shida ya mtoto wako ni nini. Hata kama lazima ukuwe na maid, tafuta hata kama ni day bag wa mtu akukuja akufulie nguo, akufanyie na aende. Try to kuweka setup ya familia yako ikuwe as strong as it can. Yenye mtoto hata kama something tiny anaweza kuja kuambie. Usiishi na setup whereby mtoto wako ati anakuja kukuambia kitu badala kabla ongea anakuambia wacha tu, because anajua approach yako. Mweke in a way that hata kama ni kitu ya ujinga aje ako free kukuambia, because you people are free. That is the same way kitu kimfanyikia mtu akimfanyia kitu mbaya atakuja kuambie. Teach your kids that as the first thing that you are a friend. Yes, kuna hiyo boundary ya respect, but try hata kuna ka session hivi mnacheza mna nini, yani mimi hata wangu wananionanga kama mimi ni sister yao, hata naona nikawa wananidharau saa zingine because I'm trying to make them feel okay. Yeah.
So far, from the stories that you've already done and uploaded on YouTube, which one is your favorite?
Hey,
Why?
favorite tena. Okay. Favorite, kuna ya George Stinney Jr., the youngest kid or the youngest person ever executed through a electric chair. And hiyo ni story nimelearn just because nilikuwa na swiping through these crime videos. So this is something that nililearn. Actually there's something like that because he was very young wakati alikuwa executed. So that's like my favorite. It's not hakuna kitu favorite kwa crime videos sijui ilifanya nini but that's like the video jelini. Yeah, hiyo jida see it's not interesting, the most intriguing. And ingine ilikuwa hiyo ya Onyanja. I got to learn so many things like this. Sikuwa najua alienda shule, sikuwa najua alikuwa bright, like he was a normal kid with parents who went to school akafanya vizuri. So those are the things, yani ni siwezi sema ati interesting, but naweza sema vitu nililani yenye sikuwa najua. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. The last question. Your channel name is Boss Tube.
Yeah.
Do you think you need to change your name to reflect the kind of stories or the kind of things you'll be doing on the channel?
Okay, sitaki kurestrict to crime because I have a family. Okay. Once in a while tunaweza upload something concerning a family. Okay. So I just wanted to put it something TV, but I'm going to change the name to maybe, because my name is Linda Mora, I'll use Mora something, but I think Mora Tube, not Mora Tube, Mora TV. Napenda hii tube kwa tube. Uniuzieni tubes. I'm selling tubes. Yeah, so I changed it to, I think, Mora Tube. Mora TV. Mora TV. Because niko na family, naweza upload something different. Saa zingine tunaweza kuwa tunaenda huko kwa street kulearn about maybe kwa prison pia tunaweza enda. Pia family ni TV tu itakuwa na juggling on different things. Okay. Yeah.
Okay, I think my work here is done.
Thank you.
Okay.
Yeah. Thank you guys for subscribing. Thank you for sharing. Thank you for commenting. And above all, remember, stay here. More to come. Bye.
Perfect.
Yeah. Huko kwenye tunakimbianga tunataka kuenda. Tutatolewa watoto kwa tumbo. Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. This is Linda. If you're new here, don't forget to subscribe to my channel. And if you are a returning subscriber, thank you for being here. Thank you for supporting me. And welcome wengine walete, So guys, my story for today is similar to the previous one. I'm actually trying to make you a series of, I don't know the name to give it. Ebu drop a comment uniambie ungetaka niirify aje these kids being ripped out of people's wombs. Ungetaka niitaje. So guys, today it's a story about a girl by the name of Savannah Greywind. Ushaimsikia by the way? Kama ushawaimsikia, ebu drop a comment uniambie ulisikia nini. So, director wangu anapenda kutumia so. Savannah Greywind was born on September 9th of 1995 to her parents by the name of Roberta Greywind and Joe Greywind. She had siblings, but si story mob tumesikia about the siblings, a lot story mob yenye tumesikia ni about Savannah Greywind herself, not the siblings. So Savannah Greywind alienda shule nini kawaida kama mtoto yote ukizaliwa ukifika age kwenda shule, you go to school blah 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 and all that. So all this time wakati alikuwa anaenda shule, in high school she met her boyfriend who went by the name of Methani, and they lived in Dakota. Savannah akaenda shule akamaliza, she went to college na aka get diploma in nursing, and she got a job in a place by the name Fargo. It's still in North Dakota, but now in another area. She got pregnant, I think it's late 2016. The boyfriend now, who was Methany, decided to move from he was working in Minneapolis, na akadecide kuhama akuje penye demu yake yako. Ni nani hapa de chali yake, boyfriend yake, nani anaweza move from another state or from another area and area yenye anafanya kazi? Ama you can explain. You can, even me I can explain. So when he moved to that area, they kind of decided to start living alone, not alone but living together. But within this time, the parents, who were now Joe and Roberta, decided to move to the same area where the lady was. This is quite a tight family. It's a family that really, wanaelewa hiyo unity ya family, people staying together and all that. So when they moved to Fargo from North Dakota, another area, this whole thing is in North Dakota, remember? But now it's different areas. Now when the parents moved from wherever they were in the same North Dakota, wakakuja Fargo, where this lady was, they started living with this lady in the same house. When they were slowly planning to move out with the boyfriend, and the boyfriend was also had also moved. He had also moved, but none is said how wakati alitoka Minneapolis akakuja Fargo where he was living. Not much is said about that part. But on 1st of September of the same 2017, they had decided that they are going to start living together. They had actually signed a lease. In the States they sign leases. So kama sisi tunaendanga kusearch houses, tunaingia chubui like that. They signed leases. They had signed a lease on 1st of September of 2017. And all this time, this lady anawak Fargo kwa the elderly. Is the nursing homes where people take. Me personally, sionangi kama it's the right thing to take your old folks to to nursing homes kuacha huko, because by the guys I'll give you a video of how these people are mistreated in those places. So she was working there, and at around September of 2017, she was 8 months pregnant, guys. She was 8 months pregnant, and they lived with their parents, and they were now almost going to start living, not September but August. They were hiyo arrangement ya kuishi, going to live together, nini niko sawa kweli. They were now deciding to to start living together. On that day when now this incident happened, previously they had the lady now, Vanessa, had gone to shop for baby clothes with the sister, and the next day now is when all this started happening. Hii story yote wakati ilikuwa ina happen, it said that Vanessa alikuwa home peke yake, and she wrote a message to the mom akimwambia the neighbor had called her and amsaidie, I don't know, amsaidie kufit clothes. Who calls an 8-month-old woman, not 8-month-old but 8-month pregnant woman, aende kupima nguo? Anapima nguo gani? 8 months pregnant, nguo gani nda kupima? So unaweza tu valeso tadera ikutoshe. So I don't know what this lady was actually, this lady by the name Brooke Cruz. Sijui alikuwa anapanga nini, but it was, I don't know why she didn't see it as a weird thing, because 8-month pregnant unaenda kupimia mtu nguo aje. But she wrote a message to the mother, Roberta, akamwambia she's going to the neighbor, alikuwa amemuita. This neighbor had actually said that atamlipa $20 for her kupima hiyo nguo. I don't know why she didn't see red flag on this, because mbona unilipe, we are neighbors. I don't know why si ako na red flag, but siku ya shetani ni ya shetani. So before she left, it is said, before she left to the neighbors, it is said alikuwa ameorder pizza, and she left even before the pizza had been delivered. So akafika pale, and it is said that she was supposed to drop the brother job na gari yake. Sasa the Vanessa alikuwa mdrop, but now wakakaa hawaoni Vanessa, wakakaa. Remember this happened at 1 hapa saa 7 really happen hiyo message nini na kwenda kwa the neighbor, ili happen around 1, and when it reached around 4, the mother was worried like Vanessa ako wapi, so they decided to kind of she decided to send the brother aenda angalie Vanessa anafanya nini. Kufika pale, there's a guy who actually told the brother's name is not really revealed. Akambia the brother that hawajamaliza Kenya wanafanya. So the brother came back and told the mother, and the mother was like, ai, kupima tu nguo kwani what's up na kupima nguo? But they didn't take it personally. After a while they found out that Vanessa was not yet bado kwa nyumba, so the mother decided wacha afanye nini, drive the son to work, because now Vanessa was taking long. And when drive akarudi, notice Vanessa was still not home. Akaenda kuangalia, kwenda pale akambiwa na now she met with the guy who used to live in that house and the lady who had called. Now the lady went by the name of Brooke Cruz. Now the guy went by the name of William Holm. Sasa akawapata wote, akawauliza where is Vanessa, and akamwambia Vanessa alitoka huku kitambo. And the mother was worried because now, according to the mother Roberta says that the lady or the son, or not the son but the daughter, was not the kind of person who made decisions without the parents knowing. So alishindwa, alitoka akaenda wapi. She was 8 months pregnant. Her feet was swollen, and above all, alikuwa ameitisha pizza which had not been eaten. It was still seated in the kitchen. Gari yake bado ilikuwa kwa driveway. So the mother Roberta was like, okay, my daughter cannot go walking with how swollen her feet was, and she now kind of got worried. Akaanza kusearch around, kuangalia, calling, trying to ask friends. She even asked the boyfriend. Now the boyfriend who I told you was called Ashton, and the other name that I told you. Now this lady, now the mother was really worried. Akashindwa amenda wapi and all that. When she asked the boyfriend akamwambia we were chatting with her. All of a sudden akaacha kuchat and everything went quiet. Sijamsikia from then. And now they looked at the social medias, because she was a social person, chatting, and they kind of tried to see if alikuwa amepost anything lately. Hakuwa amepost anything, and they said that she was always chatting. Yani lazima tu upate kitu ameka recent kwa social media yake, Facebook, wapi, but nothing. And that's when they noticed something is actually wrong, because hata kama angekuwa mali ameenda whatever, hata kama alidecide asiambie mtu, she could at least have been chatting with somebody, at least could have been talking to the boyfriend and all that, because they were 8 months pregnant. And for people to have their first child, it is always over the moon. Si kama sisi tunawahesabu over the moon. You know, it's a different feeling that everybody has kama ni mtoto wako wa kwanza. So they decided to call the police, and the police came, and they tried to like explain. According to Roberta, she said that feel kama the police wali work on this swiftly. She felt like if it was worked on swiftly, wangesave mtoi wake. Because now when Roberta and the husband Joe tried to explain to the police, they went to this neighbor's house. They searched everywhere. They never saw anything. And they came to Roberta and told her, we have not seen anything to incriminate these people. And Roberta told them, go and check again. The police checked this house 3 times and they never saw anything. So the 4th time, when now they decided that they're going to do their last check, is when they found a small baby there, a small baby girl there. And they said that they didn't see this child all this time that they had been doing the searches, and they assumed that this child anaweza kuwa Vanessa, because nobody in that house seemed to have been pregnant previously, or maybe hata hiyo time yote amekuwa kiona watu, hakuna mtu alikuwa na mimba, so mtoto ametokea wapi? So they assumed it might be mtoto wa Vanessa, and they took the baby to the hospital for checkup and all that, and they later noticed that mtoto ni wa Vanessa. But hii time yote washashikwa because now huyu mtoto alipatikana hapo, first of all si wao. They did not even arrest them sababu huyu mtoto ni wa Vanessa. They arrested them because of they felt like they had kidnapped a child because that child was obviously not theirs. So wakati walifika interrogation and all that, that's when they agreed that actually huyu mtoto ni wa Vanessa. And when they noticed mtoto, not when they noticed, but when they were told mtoto ni wa Vanessa, I'm wondering why they didn't also tell them where walitupa mwili ya Vanessa ama mali Vanessa yuko. They did not say that part. So the police kept searching. So people were in this place now, Fargo. They were talking. There were they say kayakers. These kayakers were around a place where there was some kind of a lake or a river, and they saw a body. And they informed the police. Now, when they informed the police came to take the body out of the water and all that. Mnaelewanga hizi procedures. You cannot just find a dead body and and carry it somewhere. You have to report. So wakati wali report, the police came, wakatoa mwili kwa maji and all that. An hour later, they noticed or they revealed that it was Vanessa's body, and the parents were really devastated because remember they were close knit family. Kwa family ilikuwa, sijui kama unaelewa, the families that really understand the unit of a family, people who are together in everything. And now they were losing their daughter who was really excited to be a mother, excited to be married, excited to finally move in with her boyfriend, but now she's gone. And when they went back to not in search, but to interrogate the culprits, now the Brooke and William Holmes, it is said now these two people were a whole bunch of, I don't know, they had baggage on them. It is said that Brooke actually had 2 kids that she never cared about. She never even, paid child support to. The father of these kids, who was referred to as Erin, was the one who was actually taking care of the kids, and this woman never really took care of the kids. But Erin said that as much as Brooke was very irresponsible, she was not that kind of a person who could actually kill a person. And he was actually shocked because he knew her as a very responsible person, but not really a murderer. And for William Holmes, he was too much. He also had 2 kids, and the little one, it is said that he had 2 girls, and the younger one, which he actually abused, and it said that the child was hit in the head, hapa sijui behind the ear, something, yani place yenye uwezi anguka ukaumia. So somebody must hit you there for you to have such a fracture. So he actually pleaded guilty na asiji akakuwa jailed for some years. So these people, William Holm na Brooke Cruz, it is actually evident that they were violent people, but this violence escalated when they now had to rip Vanessa's child out of her body. And I'm wondering, if you cannot take care of your own kids at home, wale wenye ushaza, why are you taking another person's child? Because at least take care of the ones you have for you to even know what it means to take care of a child. So these people actually, the police now went through this interrogation, they went to sentencing and all that, and it was found that William Holm did not really conspire in the killing of this girl. He did not know, but he said, now the William Holmes, he said that when he came home, he found this woman, Brooke Cruz, alimpata kama ana clean blood kwa nyumba, and he kind of just helped, and after they finished cleaning, and by cleaning I mean alikuwa anachukua sheets in the house, wiping blood, putting it in easy karatasi za takataka and all that. After finishing all this cleaning process, this is when now Brooke Cruz alileta mtoi akamwambia uni mtoi wetu, and he really did not understand mtoto alitoka wapi. But he said that Brooke Holmes was always a violent person. Nika alikuwa na bitterness fulani. So he was scared to kind of question, because he said that previously there's a time that Brooke alibeba hama anataka kumgonga nayo because he was behind in bills. He had not paid some bills in the house. So he was scared to kind of ask, mtoto ametoka wapi? But he was not really into the whole story. He was not the person who actually conspired to killing this lady. Ali help na the crime scene. So he was actually sentenced to life imprisonment with the possibility of parole, which means within some years atakuwa able ku revive kesi yake na ikuwe reviewed na onekane kama anaweza kuwa set free. But for Brooke Cruz, she was sentenced to life imprisonment without parole. And by without parole, I mean that it doesn't matter if she behaves well in a jail. It doesn't matter if the president gives pardon. It doesn't matter. Maybe prison break is what we'll get out of there, because she's going to stay there for the rest of her life. She's going to die there. And guys, I think this story, it's kind of teaching us that the people are having different levels of evil. Like, this is on another level. People are going to infinity in terms of doing evil to others. Because for me, I've tried to search easy stories up Africa, sijaona hata moja, but hey, huko kwenye tunakimbianga tunataka kuenda. Tutatolewa watoto kwa tumbo. Anyway, that's the story I had for you guys today. Hope you liked it. Please subscribe. Na nasema subscribe. Naona hapo kuna watu kama 71% ya watu hawaja subscribe na watch videos zangu. Nyinyi subscribe videos zangu, like, share, above all kitu tu unaweza fanya unibambe nayo ni just comment. I need to know what else would like me to talk about. Ni nini naongea kuhusu na haikubambi. You know, hata hizo hate comments later. I am ready receiving. Sawa sawa. Thank you guys. Mwah. You?
Ni mdaku.
Nani? Mimi ni mdaku. Ati mimi ni mdaku. Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Linda and welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, don't forget to subscribe to my channel, and if you are a returning subscriber, thank you for supporting me. This is a story which happened to a girl or a woman by the name Bobby Jo Stinnett. Have you ever heard of her? Bobby Jo Stinnett was born in Graham, Missouri, and her mother or her family described her as a person who was very quiet but very lovable, very kind to people. Actually, they say that she was extra kind to her family and to friends. And she graduated from Nodaway Holt High School, and she got married to her high school sweetheart who went by the name Zeb, and both of them lived in a farm area or a farmhouse in a place in the same Missouri, a place that went by the name Skidmore. And it is said that Skidmore was a very, very small place, a place that had, in those times that this story happened, it had a population of 250 people. So it was a very, very small place. Everybody knew everyone. And at 23 years old, Bobby Jo Stinnett got pregnant. And before she got pregnant, she actually worked in a place called Kawasaki manufacturing plant in a nearby town, a town that went by the name Maryville. And they also owned a dog farm that they called Happy Heaven Farm. Yes, they had a dog breeding farm, and it's like they were selling people puppies and all that. You know, it is said that they really loved dogs and horses. So on 15th of December of 2004, it is said that Bobby Jo Stinnett was in this charter room that really involved a lot of dog activities, people communicating. It was just like when you enter into a WhatsApp group that is you know, you are in love with something. So these people were in this group that they referred to as Rata Chata, and it is said that it is a group that had people that loved dogs. That was the main reason why this group was formed, or this chatter room was formed, and they used to chat there. So on 15th of December of 2004, a woman by the name of Darlene Fisher contacted Bobby Justinette, asking if she could buy a dog from her, or a puppy from her, and she wanted a terrier dog, guys. So a terrier dog is a dog that really, it's not a dog that maybe is for security purposes or something. It is a dog that deals with vermin, and by vermin I mean it is a dog that deals with rodents, things like those. So they communicated with Bobby Justinette, and Bobby Justinette gave this woman, who went by the name of Darlene Fisher, she gave her address, and they were supposed to meet on 16th of December 2004, which was the next day. Remember, I told you they met on 15th. So on 16th, they were supposed to meet, and she was going to purchase the dog. So on 16th, the mother to Bobby Justinette, who went by the name Becky, came to visit Bobby Joe. When she came to her house, she found Bobby Justinette, let me just say Bobby, lying in the floor of her dining hall in a pool of her own blood, guys. She was bleeding, and her stomach was cut open, and apparently the baby was missing. So the mother called the police immediately, and they came to kind of investigate what was happening there. And when they reached that place, the mother was but he was hysterically crying, and she explained the crime scene as if the stomach of Bobby Justinette was actually had busted, because it was wide open, and the blood, everything. You can imagine the scenario where somebody just cut her tummy open, and nobody was there to be seen to kind of say what was happening. Even the husband, who went by the name Zeb, we never really heard about him on this scenario. So when she was rushed to the hospital in Maryville, remember I told you she also worked in Maryville. So she was taken to Maryville Hospital, and they tried to resuscitate her, but Bobby Justinette died there. And that is now the time people started now digesting the fact that she was pregnant and all these things. And I remember I told you Skidmore is a very small place, so this story went viral. So when this story went around that Bobby Justinette had died, the baby was missing and all this, so even the charter group, remember that I told you, when this story reached there, they started now talking, and they came to realize that actually Bobby Justinette and Darlene Fisher never met in this group. They had met previously in April of the same year, which was 2004, in an event that involved dogs, because both of them, remember, these are a common group of people that were really intrigued or were really in love with dogs. So they met on April the same year, which was 2004, and Bobby Justinette had told Darlene Fisher that she was pregnant, and Bobby Justinette also told her that she was pregnant. So these two ladies, or these two women, started having a very close relationship. Remember, even in my previous story that I told you that Taylor and Regan, for the simple fact that they were pregnant together, they kind of grew closer to each other. So this is the same thing that happened to these two ladies, who was Bobby and the other lady. So they became close. They were really chatting. Their chatting went overboard. They were happy, trying to chat about their not marriage, but their pregnancy, apart from the chatter group. But they were also chatting in the chatter group. So when this was realized, there's a member in this chatter group that actually contacted the police and told them on this particular day, which was on 15th of December 2004, a woman named Darlene Fisher had contacted Bobby Justinette wanting to buy a puppy from her, and they had arranged for a meeting. And actually, this woman is the only person that I feel really saved this investigation. So when the police took the IP of this Darlene Fisher and traced her, when they traced, they found out that this woman actually lived not really far, but she lived in a place called Marvin in Alaska. And when they followed to the house, they found out that they found out that this woman actually was not even called Darlene Fisher. She was called Elisa Montgomery. So actually, the name that she was using in the chat room was not her real name. When they reached this place, they actually found a car, a red Toyota Corolla, and this red Toyota Corolla was actually what the neighbors had said that they had seen in the driveway when this whole incident, at the time that this incident happened. So they went inside. When they went inside, they found now the Darlene Fisher, who had turned into Elisa Montgomery, holding a baby, and this baby was having a cut over her head. And the police now asked Elisa Montgomery if this child was hers, and she said it was hers, and she had given birth in a neighboring medical center called Topeka. And the police kind of did not understand why she was acting weird. So that's why the police kind of started wondering why she was, if it was a baby, why she was behaving that way. So they kind of continued interrogating her, and then when they were interrogating her, the husband came, and the husband was asked if the baby was theirs, and he said yes. Remember, I didn't tell you the husband's name. He went by the name Kevin. So Kevin said yes, the baby was theirs, and that Darlene Fisher, who is went by the name Alisa now, had actually contacted her that the previous day, which was the same 16th that this lady Bobby died, that she had contacted him and told him to go and pick her in a place called Long John Silver's, to go and pick her and with the baby. And he had gone to pick her actually, and they came home. But Kevin said he did not see his wife give birth, so he really didn't know much about giving birth and all that. He was just happy that they had a baby, because that was the first baby to Kevin. But guys, it was not the first baby to Elisa Montgomery. So when the police realized that Kevin didn't really know how this child was born and all that, they again tried to interrogate Elisa, and Elisa was not really giving out every story, but it reached a point, and she said that she should be excused, that the husband should excuse them with the police so that she can talk with the police. So the husband left, and Elisa remained with the police, and Elisa started telling the police that she gave birth to this child in the house. Now she's not saying about the Topeka story. Now she had changed her story. She's saying that she gave birth in the house, and she threw the placenta in a river. I don't even know why she thought that this story can be believable, but that's what she said. And the police felt like there was so much lies because she kept changing her story. When they were in this interrogation room trying to pin her down, trying to understand the whole story, that's when now she kind of broke down and started saying the truth. Now, this interrogation had gone like an hour now, and she just broke it out and said that actually that child belonged to Bobby Justinette, and she said that on that day, which was 15th, remember, 15th December of 2004, the day that she had contacted Bobby Joe and they had made this arrangement of meeting and buying the puppy, is the day that she had actually traveled from Alaska, Marvin, the place that they were living, to come to Bobby Joe's place, which was Skidmore, to like understand the road. It's like you going for a road test, trying to know the distance and all that. She had actually done that on this day. Then she came back on 16th to kill her and take the baby out of her. And I don't know why somebody will even, because I feel like this is premeditated murder, because she had actually planned from the April that they made of the same year 2004. It's like it's something that she had been planning all this time. that she was going to do to Bobby. And she had so many months for her to change her mind, but she did not change her mind. So Bobby Justinette died, and the baby now, actually, the baby who was now with Elisa had given her a different name, which went by the name Abigail. But now when the police realized it was not her baby, they took the baby, took her to the hospital. She was checked. She was okay. She was taken back to Zeb, who was now the husband to Bobby. And the baby was renamed to Victoria Joe because Elisa had named her Abigail. You know, like you are naming somebody's child. I mean, I don't know. So that is the story of the way it happened. So let me give you a small story on how Elisa came to do this. I'm not saying that she did the right thing, but I'm trying to tell you to make you understand where this Elisa Montgomery is coming from. So Elisa Montgomery, apparently, she had a hard childhood. Her mother was a really heavy drunkard, and when she was given birth, she had a permanent brain damage. When she had this permanent brain damage, to add to all her troubles, the father was a military who was never around, so the mother kept having different boyfriends at different times, and these boyfriends really used to sexually abuse her. They used to abuse her, like beating and all that. So she grew up a very disturbed child. Even she reached a point that she felt like she is going to like marry someone just to get out of this misery. And guys, you can't believe who she decided to marry. She decided to marry a half brother. A lot happened. According to her, she thought that she was going to change her story, but the story got worse. She was still sexually abused. She was still hurt. She was still, a lot of things was happening in her marriage. And now when now they are married, they gave birth to 4 kids. Now the last born of these 4 kids is the one that brought problems, and it led to Elisa Montgomery going through. Her tubes were tied. Yeah, her tubes were tied, and now she could not give birth. And they divorced with this half brother who went by the name Carl. So they, when they divorced, she now found another love who was now Kevin, and Kevin never knew that Elisa's tubes were actually tied. So for him, he was expecting a kid, and Elisa felt the pressure of delivering a child to this man, because she felt like I think she felt like she was, only a child could prove that she's a woman, or I don't know what it could prove to their marriage, but she wanted a child to save this marriage. And when all this was happening, when Kevin is expecting a child, Elisa kept telling Kevin so many times that she's pregnant, but sometimes she could say, the child went through a problem and I miscarried, I aborted. So many stories, because so many times she lied that she was pregnant. So that last time that she said she was pregnant is the time that she planned to take Bobby Justinette's child. And sometimes I feel like she was going through so much. She was trying to prove something to people. And guys, I don't know, but I feel sorry for her because she got punished. She was actually executed because of the Bobby Justinette story. And I feel like she was punished for whatever she did, but the people who hurt her were never punished. So for me, it was a mixed feeling. But guys, I feel like at the end of the day is how we raise our children, because if Elisa was really raised in a good environment, she could not have ended up to this evil person. I hope you liked my story. I hope you subscribe, you share, you do anything you have to do to just promote my channel. Thank you, people. Thank you for being here. Mwah. Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. By the way, mko aje? Mimi niko poa. So today, by the way, msisahau kusubscribe, msisahau kufanya nini? Kushare video zangu, kucomment, kulike. Kufanya vitu nafaa kufanya, just support my channel. So guys, today siwapigi story, it's like learning lessons from the things that easy stories zote. Hizi hata si story, hizi crime whatever, horrific cases zenye zina happen. Sijui kama by the Africa imehappen kitu kama hiyo, but I'm researching guys. I love to see if there's something like that happens in Africa, because so far sijaona. But guys, ni tunalan tu hapa. First of all, nataka kuongea na wasichana, not wasichana, hata wamama. There's these procedures zenye tunafanya, they end up really affecting our future, because you can get married today, give birth to 2 kids, and maybe you guys divorce, and you find yourself in a position and you just tell yourself, because I'm struggling with the kids wenye nimezaa, I'm not going to like punish myself, maybe nijipata nikizaa watu wengine. But you don't know what tomorrow holds for you. You don't know kama utafika mbele upate the best partner you have ever wanted. Uwezi jua, maybe utafika mbele upate job that you can take care of these kids. Paka useme, I wish I had more. Uwezi jua, like tomorrow, nobody knows tomorrow. People always say that tomorrow is pregnant. Like, ujui itazaa nini kesho. So, hizi procedures, akina hysterectomy, akina tube tying, and many others, avoid them. Like, just avoid them, because they kind of put you in a situation yenye you are pushed to the wall, unaenda kufanya kitu 5 kufa, because you are desperate, because maybe you don't want to lose this person mwenye umepata, and this person mwenye umepata, the one thing yenye anataka uwezi mpea because of a procedure that you took uko nyuma, because maybe it's not even about wewe kuzaa and maybe kudivorce. Pia unapatanga mtu, when you gave birth you went through a very bad experience. Kuzaa si experience mzuri, but there are people who go through worse. Yani experiences the excruciating pain that you feel. Imagine guys, kuna excruciating pain for anybody when you give birth, but there's people who go through 100 times of that pain. So you feel your pain, una feel like siwezi go through it again. Like wacha tu nitie tubes zangu, wacha tu nifanye hysterectomy, and it's gone. Like sitaki kupitia through this again. Na maybe saa hizo ni mtoi wako wa kwanza. Na God forbid, sometimes nobody knows tomorrow. Mtoi anaweza hata kufa. Then what, my dear? Alafu sasa, then what will you do? Your child is dead, and you don't have a child. People start mocking you around, saying you are barren, because you will not keep walking around telling people, one day I gave birth and my child died. You will not do that, because it's also hurting you. So hizi procedures wachana nazo. Wacha tu nitasemaje, kuna procedures zenye ni reversible, yenye unasema okay, nitaacha kufanyia kina pills and kina what, yenye unaweza sema nitaachia hapa na nifanye nini na nizae. But remember, hata hizi zenye tunatumianga hizi zenye ni reversible, they have their own side effects, but at least that one that you know you can reverse, uko na mtoi, and go back to them, and that you can kind of juggle your body kulingana venye mental yako inakwambia. If you are in a position to give birth, you can. If you are not in a position to, you also cannot give birth. So to avoid these procedures. Number 2, men. Yani unapata mwanaume anakupatia pressure. Men are out here giving people pressure to give birth. Mostly, it's not even the general giving birth aspect. You find a man, maybe umemzalia watoi dem, he is pressuring you to give birth to boys. Of which, sidhani kuna mwanamke anataka kuzaa wasichana peke yake, ama mwanamke anataka kuzaa vijana peke yake. People want to mix, you know. And unajipata in a position yenye mwanaume hata anaenda huko nje kutafuta mipango za kando, sijui mara amepea nani mimba, mara hajapea, mara yani issues ni mob, paka you find yourself pushing yourself to the wall just to give this person a boy. Yani umpatie mtoto mwanaume mwenyewe. Remember, yeye ndiye anakuwekea kwa tumbo ndo uzae. Yeye hajakuwekea kijana, anataka kuzaa kijana, utamtolea wapi? So what I think is, wanaume mwache kupatia wanawake pressure ya kuzaa. At least kama you feel there's a problem, muende hosi pamoja, walk this journey together. Venye mtawalk kwa journey ya kuingia kwa kitanda muzae, walk this journey together. Umuelewe. And maybe kuna hata medications nasikia za kuzaa watoto vijana, sijui nini. Kuna vitu mingi nasikianga, mimi sijui kazi na work, but si hata mtry hizo basi. Mtry muone what, because it's not the fact that anaweza zaa means pia anaweza zaa kijana, pia kijana ni mtoto, but the fact that amzai, mbona unampatia pressure? Because hakuna mtu I don't think there's somebody mwenye atakuwa na pressure over a certain thing yenye anajua anaweza offer na akatai kuioffer. Because the fact that akupati, wewe mpe hiyo kijana akuzalie. Kama hujampatia kijana atakuzalia kijana. So that is for men. Like be you know, jaribu kupatia huyu mwanamke easy time, because by then there's so many times nimesikia women wakisema they have tried, like you are literally trying, you are working hard to have a child, but the moment you stop working hard, that's the moment you become pregnant. Watu wengi akina Kansime Anna akina nani about these things with so many women, that the moment I stopped concentrating on hiyo aspect ya kuzaa, aspect ya kupea bwanangu mtoto, aspect sijui ya kufanya nini, nili get pregnant when I've been trying for years, no change, unaona. So give that woman easy time, mu understand, and everything else will flow. And for girls, hawa wenye unapata msichana ako 15 to 20 years tayari uko on contraceptives, my dear, this thing is going to affect you in the future. This thing is going to destroy your future, because it is destroying for women who have already given birth. Na wewe sasa, what are you doing to your body? Because it will reach a point unataka mtoi akuji, ama maybe sijui hormones zako sijui zimefanya aje. Kuna vitu mingi nasikianga sijui hormones ziko imbalanced, because these are things they happen. Hata mimi zishanifanyikia hormone imbalancing. Yani unafika point wewe always you are on your periods, always you have just issues. And imagine you are a woman uko na watoi, but you are a child. Mimi hata naweza sema you are a child between 17 and 18, ama between 17 and around 23. Ni nini unafanya na contraceptives? Surely just sijui, maybe you find other ways to do these things other than could digest things that you don't know what they will turn into. And ya mwisho hapa yenye naweza waambia parents, please parents, let's raise our children well. Let's raise our children well, because when you raise your child in a very toxic environment, she or he can turn into something very toxic to the environment or to the society. Yenye unapata people are repelling your child. Mimi nikirizi mtoi wangu, I want my child to be able to be accepted anywhere she goes, or anywhere, you know, anywhere they go. Like ni mtu acceptable, ni mtu lovable, ni mtu you know, mtu mwenye people are happy to be around. Usirezi mtoi wako in a way that ukikaa kwako uwezi hata mwampeleka kwa grandmother akae, because you are scared what they will do. Raise your child in a way that you are comfortable hata kama yuko na wewe. So guys, that's what I had for you guys today. I hope you learned your lessons kwa easy crime cases. Alafu pia if there's something yenye sija touch on that you think you learned, weka hapo kwa comment section to learn pamoja. And I appreciate your being here. I appreciate your subscriptions. I appreciate your views. I appreciate your likes. I appreciate everything you do for me, because guys, it's not easy, but you've been real. Thank you.